Hey, 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 good morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, how's everybody doing today? It's Thursday morning. Everybody's doing well. See, we're starting with the drops already this morning. Let's see what's going on. That's not too bad of a hiccup. Still keeping an eye on things. We supposedly had a node change on Tuesday night at maintenance period by my cable company. Crossing fingers so we can get past the 33-minute mark without having a bitrate drop to zero. So let's see how it turns out. Dilly, thank you for the host this morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. Can't wait to see you again in June. So let's see. We're playing Elite Dangerous this morning. We're going to go back to the resource extraction fields, do some more bounty hunting, protect some miners, see what other kind of mayhem we could get into. Sorry, I keep looking over there at the Stream Deck because my Stream Deck XL went out, so I got a smaller one now and have to get used to the butt locations. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Um, okay, why did I not just immediately take off? Oh, that's not good. Well, I have controls. I think we're kind of bugged for just a minute. So let's go back and see what happens. I know I hit auto launch. It took us up to the surface, and then we just sat there. Not a good way to start the day. All right, let's see. Resource high. And there we go. So I was going to say, I didn't think I did anything. I'm going to go see what's going on up over here in this belt. Go cause some mayhem as only I can do. And any of my friends will tell you, yeah, I can cause trouble. Most of the time it is intentional, though. Helps make the day go by. Put a smile on their face. Just doing it to make sure their heart's still beating. One of the first things we're going to do when we get up over here is turn on our night vision. Make sure we can see everything around us. Weapons deployed, power distributed to the weapons. Got a couple little pips toward the shielding the systems. All right, big boy. It's time. I guess it would help to put the weapons back up, but... Okay, he wants to scramble. Let's scramble him. There goes our gimbals going crazy. He wants to screw up my gimbals, I'll screw at his. There we go. He's trying to get his shields back up now. Don't have to worry too much about shields. Shields are still good. Actually, I don't think our shields dropped at all. Let's see who is with him. Okay. Where'd Frank go? Come here, Frank. Jason. Reversing engines here. Backing us out of the field. Launch chaff to get his attention. And unfortunately, probably so are mine after that. Damn, homeboy wants to stay right beside me. He was bound determined he was going to hide my shadow the whole time. Since he's the last one of the three we just attacked. Let's see. All right. It's going to be one of these kind of days. We're going to end up spending more time flying backwards than forwards. Got him. Now we're pumping power back into our shields. We got to get those things back up. We got minimal shielding right now. Still have no hull damage. We're doing pretty good. Let's see. They're all green. They're all nice and friendly to me. Be outside my scan range. We're not going to engage in combat till we can get our shields back up. We want fully charged shields. Okay, Allied. Still got to get the shields up. We got some decent sized shields here. As we fly through their battle group. Me. Hadn't even shot at him yet, and I was already under attack. That's fine. Power back to weapons. Had that issue real quick of couldn't figure out why my weapons weren't reloaded. God, I still had all the power being distributed back to systems to get the shields up. I wonder if that was the ship that was out here putting all these proximity mines out. He's still clean. Ooh-wee. Looks like this morning's gonna be a target-rich environment. Dr. Sneaky Peek, huh? A name like Sneaky Pete. That wasn't gonna be good. Let me guess. Cargo. Yep. My hauler is still multiple jumps from here. Computer's always got to tell me I'm under attack even though I start the fight. Kind of got that weird sound. The ships have a weird sound that sounds like a sub when it's depressurizing just before it pops. Mark Blackwell's being good. He's out there just doing some mining. Beady little sucker. We'll do that little twist on the engines. We'll do the reverse on him so we could stay in front of him a little bit longer, keep him in target range. So we keep him sighted, keep firing on him. He messed with my tracking, I messed with his. Oops, I'm out of ammo for my chaff launcher too. There we go. Shields are still holding strong. Okay, we're out of chaff. Multi-cannon ammo still looks good. Yeah, it's going to be a good day, I think. Uh-oh. Well, I'm not wanted, so I know that's not my bounty. All right, we're going up against 3 here. And shields are down. I've got no... Doing a little bit of evasive action here. Oh, it's at 19%. Hey, Twin Cam, how you doing this morning, sir? Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in a member of the Red Dirt Rough Riders, Mr. Twin Cam Gaming, also a good friend of mine. If you don't know who he is, please click that link, go over, give him a follow, leave his notification bell on, and make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. How are you doing this morning, sir? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Doing really well cleaning ovens. Sorry, I can laugh. I did mine a couple months ago. Wife had baked some pies and she overcooked one of them and it came up over the side. Fell down on the burner. Every time we were cooking something in the oven, it smelled bad. Up to the elbows in God knows what. Yep. Hey, I still got 15% hull. I've got to get out of here so I can get into warp. Just taking a breather from the fumes. Yeah, I know. We got a self-cleaning oven, and man, when that thing turns on, the whole house reeks. Like I said, she overflowed that pie pan. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. Now, we couldn't put power toward our shields because we had to keep power in the booster trying to escape the two parties that were chasing us. Of course, if we'd have slowed down or hit one of the asteroids, that would have been the end of us with 15% hull and no shields. Go catch a quick little repair, see what kind of trouble we can get into. Cash in real quick. And honestly, it looks like we've made it past the 33-minute mark today with no issues at all. We had one minor little hiccup earlier. That was right when we first went live. And I think the node change did it. I think we are free and clear of our internet issues for now. Let's hope so. Thing is, it's not even my oven. You're cleaning somebody else's oven? Man, if you're doing good about... Yeah, my fingers are crossed too. Fingers and toes. Man, if you like cleaning other people's ovens, you can come clean mine. I don't mind. I'll let you do it. Yep. I got no problem at all. You want to come clean mine? I hate doing it. Honestly, I think I would much rather do just about anything else but clean the oven. I know that later today I've got to pull the traps on both the kitchen sink and the bathroom lavatory to clean stuff out of them. I don't want to know what my wife puts down that sink. I really don't. Oh, you'll pay for the flight then? Well, I'll think about it. More likely, yes. Oh, it's your mother-in-law's oven. Oh man. Okay, you always got to stay on the good side. Always got to stay on the good side. See, I can't do that. See, my mother-in-law, she absolutely hates me. She hates me. She can't stand me. You know what? Feelings mutual. Because the day of our wedding, she flat out told me, she was just flat out told me she didn't like me. She didn't want me around. Now, my father-in-law, before he passed away, oh, he absolutely loved me. Probably because I didn't take any crap off his wife. Of course, he didn't either. I'm like the son she never had. Yeah, well, we won't discuss my wife's brother. I have nothing nice to say about him. That's how bad he is. Yeah, he is, he likes to use people. It's kind of like a little con man. He's smooth about it, too. He's smooth. He's very smooth. He's got one of those suave little personalities that he could talk you into doing just about anything he wanted. Mm-hmm. And I guess he thought I was just a dumb little Cajun from Louisiana until he found out that I wasn't falling for it. Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. He was always trying to get ahead at somebody else's expense while making money without putting in the effort to work or do anything to get it. I always had a new and outstanding business business opportunity that he always needed investments on. And for some reason, he always kept coming to me, and I kept telling him no. Hey, good morning, Fluky. Oh, give me just a moment, sir. Let me come out and warp up over here at this extraction site. Oops, 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 oops. We are coming in too hot. We are coming in too hot. We're not slowing down either. Okay, well, we're already out of range. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in one of our newest Rough Riders, and I've got to add him to the auto shout out. Please welcome in Fluky Stew, one of our newest Red Dirt Rough Riders, stream teammates. He just joined up with us yesterday. Great guy, great entertainer. If you don't know who he is, please click that link over, give him a follow, leave his notification bell on. Make sure you tell him that the Troublemaker Astro sent you over. Yep. Yep. And yes, sir, we have made it past the 33-minute mark. We did today. So whatever they did for us Tuesday night and Monday during the day, it has done it. Ah, you're welcome, Fluky. Yeah, it looks like it's done. So we can get back to doing our thing now. Let's see, we got our power distributed. A couple of things down there. Somebody's doing a flyby, probably feds. That's not the feds. Let's see. Well, Max Danger there would have to be taken out first. But yes, sir, we are free and clear by the way it appears to be. He's a smaller ship. He's more maneuverable. He's got to be taken out first. And he ain't going down easy either. Yep. Gotta blow him up quickly. I can start taking care of some of the others. Got 1% hull left. And now I gotta melt through his shields again. Currently got thrusters in reverse, hoping we don't run into anything. And I don't see number 3. All right. Right, break over. Gonna get back to it. I'll be lurking. All right, Cam. Don't let those fumes get to you too much, sir. But yeah, Fluky, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. And welcome to the Rough Riders. My shields are charging up pretty good. Don't really want to engage with somebody who's ranked dangerous yet. But I will. I'm just a glutton for punishment. Then here he comes, right at me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Super happy to be in. We're glad to have you, sir. Gotta put power back to my weapons now. That might help. was about to say, I heard the sound. It sounded like his pressure walls were caving in, but he didn't blow up. We are currently shifting power back to our systems to get our shields back up. Our hull's at 56%. Not good, not bad. Combat rank is 88% of the way through expert. Well, since they've decided to fire, we will too. And of course, we're reloading the multi-cannon when I'm having to recharge pulse lasers. Got a little fireworks show going on down there. Mr. Mojo. This could be kind of nasty. One expert, one master. Thing with this guy, I don't see his two buddies on radar though. They bug out. Nope, looks like they're being attacked by somebody else. Here we go. There we go. Gotta aid his melting process. We're just helping ventilate his hull a little bit, that's all. Decorate the sides, make it nice and pretty. Put some blaster marks on it. fly through his debris field. Today has really been a day of targets. I mean, they've been coming out of the woodwork today. It really is a target-rich environment. There are some days we get involved in combat and then we end up having to wait about 10 minutes for somebody else to pop in. He clearly didn't make it into warp. Well, welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. Still just checking everything a little bit. Making sure everything's running good. Everything's running nice and smooth. At the 1 hour mark with no problems. So yes, I think we can honestly say it's done. Okay. We're hearing the gunshots. Where are they from? I thought I scanned that guy early and he showed clean. Apparently not. That or he just attacked somebody for the heck of it. I really don't want to engage any elite yet. Not solo. Yeah, Fluky, I know. My wife was even asking about it. She don't understand streaming, but she did ask about it. She has been asking quite a bit. You know, one day she really did ask me about streaming. She wanted to know. And the easiest way to tell her how to do it, or what I did, was show her. I just brought her in here. I sat her down. I showed her Jimmy's stream and explained to her what it was. And she gave me the weirdest look. Thanks, Fluky. Believe me, so am I. So am I. My biggest fear was I was going to have a replay of December where for 18 days my upload speed stayed at, you know, anywhere from 0.8 to 1.4. I couldn't stream almost the entire month of December for that fact. And they finally got tired of my calling every day, and they came out here and they reran wires from our header to our house and rewired our entire house. Yeah. And then I got into them about the bill because they only wanted to give me credit not for the half a month that I couldn't stream. We couldn't stay connected to the internet for long. They only wanted to give us credit for the 4 days that we called in that the technician was supposed to come out to our house. The technician who lives locally, who, you know, tells me everything. When he said it was beyond him, it was a maintenance issue, I believed him. I never had a reason to doubt him. But they only want to give me 4 days credit instead of 18. And I raised a big enough stink to where they changed that. Now, when I lived in Dallas, I had Cox Communications. Never really had a problem with them. They were always quick to repair everything. Mediacom, they dragged their feet. They've always dragged their feet, but at least they changed their policies. Their policy always used to be tell the person on the phone the problem's on their end. They never accepted in situations for anything except any responsibility. But they come out there eventually and find that a squirrel up on the line had chewed the wire. It was always supposed to be your fault. Problems on your end. Yeah. I know before I switched to AT&T, Cox would throttle me back to less than... Wow. One gig up, 1 gig down for 70. I'm paying 110 for 1 gig up and 50 down. I mean, I'm sorry, 1 gig down and 50 up. And from my understanding, they're starting to experiment with 2.5 gig. They'll probably want an arm and a leg for that one, but I'm satisfied with what I have. That's a good price for 70 bucks. We had a company here that was supposed to be a competitor to Mediacom. And what they did was they were supposed to wire our entire town with fiber optic. And that was 4 years ago. And within a year and a half, they were supposed to have the entire town wired. Then a year and a half, they've only done 10% of town. I mean, within 4 years, 10% of the town. So they've decided that they were going to go wireless with the promise that you can get 1 gig up, 1 gig down, wireless. You can't promise that. You can't get those speeds wireless. But that's what they tried to promise the town, and the town went along with it. just so they could put their antennas up on one of our water towers. Yeah. Oh, I was at the town hall meeting that day, little city council meeting. And I told them that there was no way wireless would ever achieve those speeds. I said, maybe if you were the only person who was connected on it at the time, you might, but that would be the only way. Because every family that was connected to it would be dragging the speeds down because it was all be shared. Okay. Enough of this jousting. I was paying $150 for the 100 down, 20 up from Cox. Mediacom. See, I tried to get Cox to come here. Tried to get AT&T to come here. And there's not a big enough profit for them. There isn't. So they're not going to do it. Because they would have to remove Mediacom's infrastructure and rebuild, and it's not economically feasible for them because they'll never make a profit. But I did try. So I was trying to get Mediacom thrown out of here for a while. Because they provide service to these little rural communities that nobody else wants to come to. And that's exactly what they do. So that's how they can make their profit. And they were using, for a while, second-hand equipment that they'd get from auctions to create the infrastructure that they needed. Yeah, I used to live in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. I live in BFE, Kansas. Yeah. Our alternative to Mediacom, and believe me, I checked them all out, was either going to be DSL, which is a no-go, or satellite. And the satellite could only promise, I think it was something like 5 gig upload. DSL wasn't much better, but they wanted an arm and a leg for what they were charging, what they wanted. He used to have use 50 down, less than 1 up, and 2 gig download. That was the cap. Ooh. When Mediacom finally started the cap on how much gig you could use, their minimum was 50. Their minimum plan was 50. Not 2. I can't believe 2. Heck, you stream 1 or 2 movies, there's your 2 gig right there for the entire month. Yeah, used the satellite. They had a grace period between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. that was unlimited. That's nice to give that kind of grace period for an unlimited time. That was man, somebody who streamed for a hobby, they're not gonna be streaming during that time. They're gonna be sleeping. Yeah, that's insane. I still can't get over that 2 gig data cap though. I forget which satellite company here was offering us internet. Their speeds were extremely low, lower than wireless, slower than wireless, but they wanted an arm and a leg, and they did have a data cap. It was low, but it was more than 2. But the fact is, I had talked to some people who had them, and they were completely unreliable in repairs and service if something went wrong. It was awful. Never recommend. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. I remember when I had first moved up here, my wife had dial-up. She didn't know that, cable modems were a thing. She could get internet through her cable company. I had it down in Baton Rouge. So she decided to get it to try it. So she signed for a temporary 6-month contract to try it. The first day they installed it, she fell in love with it. And she didn't go back to dial-up. When she was trying to look at pictures of her family, it would take forever for the pages to load. I think we were, I think it was 10 down and 1 up, 2 up. And she was amazed at how fast her family pictures came up. Yeah, dial up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There was no internet gaming. There was nothing. There was nothing. Oh, oops. I'm out of chaff. He's going to get a few more hits on me before I can get up here to him. Yeah, I remember my days of dial-up. I remember we had this internet company came to town. Great customer service, everything. They one day tried to log in, couldn't log in. They were dial up. Cable modems weren't a thing yet. And couldn't get on. Couldn't check email, couldn't do anything. So one day it was a Sunday, I drove up to their company office. Looked in the door. There was nothing. They had pulled the plug, took all their equipment and office furniture out, and never said a word to their customers or anybody. When I was standing up there looking in the window, more customers of theirs started coming up there and was cussing. And then their landlord came up there and he was furious. Apparently they were behind on rent too. They bailed. They took everything. They left the place a wreck. Yeah, that was a real big goof. I mean, I had a couple problems with them, called them up. They were always courteous on the phone. They were quick to respond. They were, on top of things. And then all of a sudden that one day, there was just nothing. And they weren't responding to anything at all. I knew something was wrong when their tech support line, the number was disconnected. That sucker's laying mines. Yeah, he's laying mines everywhere. And one of the worst things is they continue to try to bill people. Even though they shut down service, they continue to try to bill people through the automatic drafts we had set up. Places know that they've got us by the short and curlies. Especially those of us who live out in the middle of nowhere. If we want the service, we're going to pay for it. And they know that. And some, like maintenance, like Mediacom used to be, it was absolutely horrible. I went to go release chaff. I forgot I'm out of it. But then again, they also know that there's no alternative. So, like I said, they know they got us. And there is nothing we can actually do about it. We are going to go Cash in real quick. Rearm. Repair. Let's see. And I was about to say, I apparently locked something else other than my station. Uh-oh. And of course, it's on the back side of the planet. Putting power toward the engine so we can start boosting. Here we go. But that's the key thing. What you gonna do? It's kind of like car dealers. You buy a car, there are some parts that are, you know, dealer only. You got to pay the price if you need it. I used to sell Nissan and used to sell Nissan parts in a dealership, but on weekends I used to work at an aftermarket parts store. And people would come in with this new van that Nissan had released and they were looking for certain things. And I'd tell them, go to Ford, it's cheaper. Or they need a part and they couldn't afford Nissan's part price for relays. And I'd tell them, quietly, of course, so I wouldn't tick off my manager. And I knew I was taking money out of my pocket because I was working commission. I would tell them, go to such and such auto parts, take a part with you, they'll cross-reference it to a relay. There is an aftermarket part available. It's a Ford vehicle. And they just look at me. It's like, yeah, Ford designed your van. The part, when you pull it, the relay, it says Ford and it's got a Ford part number on it. They can cross-reference it and give you a aftermarket equivalent. I'd shoot myself in the foot. I did that to one guy on a Thursday. He came into our store on a Saturday and he saw me there. He goes, aren't you the guy who told me? It's like, yeah. Yeah. And even though my parts manager at the dealership knew I sold aftermarket parts on the weekend, I told him I would never sell Nissan parts at that store. I never stuck to that agreement. I did. So I got paid commission there too. My commission wasn't as much, but I still got some commission. And the guy was happy because I saved him about $50 on the price of the part. He needed one little relay. That was a $50 difference in price. All right, we're going to cash in here real quick. Ooh, 5.8. It's actually pretty good. Let's see how we're doing rank-wise. 93% on expert. We're getting there. We are getting there. I guess it would help if I tagged where I was going. Still on the back side of the planet. Okay. I used to help people out though when I did that. We had mechanics who would do work on the side for people, and they start asking me how I could probably help them out with getting the best prices for things, some parts that they needed. People who are cash strapped, and I'd always tell them, you go to the auto parts store we use there for the dealership, or I'll call up and get the price, dealer price, and you walk in there and pay cash. Like, ooh, overflown it. And they were like, well, isn't, you know, aren't they going to find out about it? It's like they might find out about it. What are they going to do? We're not writing a PO, so the dealership isn't getting billed for it. It's being paid cash, so it's going to be on a cash ticket for the dealership. You get dealership prices. We never got caught. It's not like they really could have done us anything. I mean, if it was a used car, we'd have been paying those prices anyway. Coming in slowly, coming in gently. We need to slow down a little bit more, because if not, we're going to get yanked out of warp and take hull damage. Here we go. Here we go. Whoops. Power distributed. Weapons deployed. Let the fun begin. Oh, look, it's Mr. Karl Marx. Oh, he's clean. Crud. That's a Fed. Sorry, shooting at the wrong person. I think I shot at a Fed. Can't shoot the Feds. They're the friends. Too late to drop the cargo when you're, got less than 10% hull. Like Karl Marx is being attacked by somebody. Or at least I thought he was. Whoops. That's okay. Go ahead. You can get a couple hits on me. Because I'll get a couple more on you. Yeah, he ran me. He didn't have enough shield power or hull to survive that, but he ran me. Can't say I blame him, though. He didn't have much of a choice. Let's see, our fireworks show is still going on down there in the distance. Got a little transporter right here. I'll let pulse lasers recharge a little bit. And that time I rammed him. Let's see, we got Mr. Koenig down there. So we've gone from pretty much target-rich environment to nobody. Need to get a recording of the Borg voice. Resistance is futile. Surrender. That elite. Oh, let's see. I'll lose about 1 million in bounties. Kind of tempting to engage him to see what happens. But I've got 2 possibly deadly friends with him. Yeah. It's 1 elite and 2 deadlies. I know that we're going to get in combat with them soon enough anyway. I really want to. I really do. But I know I won't survive it. Hey, the Rooster's Hens. Thank you very much for the raid. How are you doing this morning? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody, from the Rooster Hens stream. I am Astroglide. We're just playing some Elite Dangerous this morning, doing some, whoops. Doing some bounty hunting. Get you a shout out. Unwell, ate too much lollies. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well. I overeat from time to time myself on some things. Well, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. How was your stream? Hope it was good. Okay. Being in combat is enough without running into an asteroid. Or being smacked around like that. Get another chaff launched. Okay, here we go. Hear the canopy cracking. Time for evasive actions. Didn't stream tonight. Had me some time. Streamed last night, even though I was drunk. Sometimes you just gotta relax and have some fun. Unwind. Me, I couldn't do that because my mouth gets a little uncontrolled sometimes when I'm really tired or when I've been drinking, so there's no telling what I would say. We are definitely going repair because we only have 7% of hull right now. We're going to need some serious duct tape to fix this ship. Yep. Let me guess. We're still on the opposite side of the planet. Yes? Yes. Yeah, my mouth gets a little bit uncontrolled. There's no telling what comes flying out of it. I could see all the trouble I'd cause. It's usually something to the extent of my wife shaking her head, going, I just can't take him anywhere. Of course, I'm like that most of the time on Twitch anyway, so I don't really know what the difference is. Thought our speed was slowing down. I get quite chatty when I've been drinking, but yeah, water bottle sparked on rosé, cork popped out. I was opening a stream, so I celebrated something. I've never been much of a wine person. Never. Beer, whiskey, bourbon. Those are my drinks of choice. My wife, on the other hand, she likes wine. She likes vodka. Never really had much of a taste for vodka. And tequila. I like tequila, but there is no way I can do that. Uh-oh. Excuse me for one moment. We just had a massive drop here. Let's see how bad. Yeah, looks like we lost half the bit rate there for a few seconds. Oh, spoke too soon. Wine makes me sleep, hence why I drink it. When I can't sleep, a nice cold glass of milk. I think it just kind of cools my body down and I just pass right out. That always seems to work for me. And now the issues start again. Excuse me real quick while I run something here for cable company. And as soon as I start the speed tests up, everything returns back to normal. Always. Sorry, folks. We've been trying to find what this issue is that's causing this, and it used to be, or it was up until the other day, everything occurred at the 33-minute mark. Looks like we've made it for an hour and 45 minutes before it started today. Yeah, the joys of streaming. They had taken me and put me on a different node trying to get the problem fixed. We thought we had it when we made it past the 33-minute mark because for the past 2 weeks, I always had FPS drops and frame rate drops at the 33-minute mark. Well, we made it past there today. We'll keep an eye on it. Make sure it keeps going. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that brief interruption. We've been trying everything we can to track the problem down. They thought they had it, but it could be just a slight hiccup. Could be a house on our street that's got a lead run that's a lot longer than what it should be, that's creating a little bit of noise. That's affecting my line. But it is what it is. If it's not Windows updates messing things up, it's internet issues. Just gotta smile and keep on pushing through. We're still on the back side of the planet. Okay. That's fine. We'll get there. Just like whatever this net problem is, we'll eventually get it figured out and get it fixed. Slow down and turn back toward the planet. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, it's a great ship. I love it. I wasn't sure how I was going to care for it at first, but man, I've really gotten into it now. I'm going to hate to get something bigger. And the issues are starting back up again. It's got to be that house. It has got to be that house. It's a great little ship. It's good for combat. It's real quick. I know that those ships probably still aren't here, but I would really like for them to be. So I kind of owe them something for that 7% hull. Little federal agent. Damn. And down there is a little miner. We saw her earlier. Oh, he ain't worth it. He's about to jump. She attempts her little evasive maneuvers. And pop goes the weasel. That's kind of one way to avoid getting scanned is just, you know, sit there and let me run into you. Yeah, there they go, dropping cargo at the last minute. I got 4A beam laser with thermal vent. 2 gauss cannon. Ooh. That's a pretty good setup. I just got 4 pulse lasers and I think they're 40s and a huge multi-cannon. The multi-cannon is engineered, sensors are engineered, reactor is, thrusters are, but I need to unlock more agents. I mean, more engineers. I've got some, but not the ones I really need. I really need to do a lot of engineering. Humpback Explorer. Humpback Diamondback. Oh, and all through that fight, yep, starting all right back up again. If anybody's there, I do apologize for the issues with the speed.